Hi, I'm Hillary, and I'm here with you to do a quick little tutorial on some common sort of ideas about what people think or maybe don't know about a pose. And a lot of times in class, we don't have a lot of time to go through it in depth. So this is going to give you an opportunity to look at two poses that I kind of consider them brother and sister poses, but are amazing for thighs and hips, even into the back bend, into the knee joints. Okay, the first one we'll work with is called saddle pose. So I'm going to encourage you to follow through wherever you are and come to the top of your mat, spread your knees wide, big toes touch bum to heels. Now, I'll explain why we may want to use an alternative pose from these two poses, which would be bridge. If anyone has any knee sensitivity or any knee unhappiness, I'm not going to encourage you to do these poses because they are deep into the knee joints. Okay, so with saddle, and you could even use a block underneath you if you wanted. I don't suggest that. If that's where you are, then I'd encourage you to come onto your back and do the bridge. But with my saddles, take some spider fingers out to the side. Roll your shoulder blades back so you're opening up your chest, your heart, and your lungs. So this is a real big heart opener, which becomes a back bend as well. Lift your bum up off of your heels, open, 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 so you feel the whole thighs and hip flexors stretch. And then melt yourself down. You might be here and be like, whoa, that's enough. Then stay there. If you feel okay, you're walking your hands out to the side. You might even be able to come back to the elbows. Yeah? Okay, feeling the thighs and the hip flexor stretch. Encourage the shoulder blades back to lift the chest up for the back bend. You might even be able to come back onto the shoulders. I have a little shoulder thing going on here, so I'm going to be a little mindful. So you might be here. If you can take the arms above your head, take a hold of the elbows and press the forearms into the mat. I'm not going to really do this as much as you could if you feel like you're here, but pushing into the forearms, lifting the chest up nice and high so you feel the bottom of the rib cage opening. Now, once that happens, you're opening up your intercostals, the low lungs. This is where fresh oxygen is exchanged. So much happening in the upper body. With the lower body, you're getting into the hips, the thighs, and the knees. Okay? One of the things that I always teach in class, I'm just going to keep my hands here for now, is a full yogic breath. And what it does, especially in this position, in this asana, is goes into your full lung capacity and it massages your internal organs, okay? So it goes like this. As you inhale, stick your tummy out. Hold the breath. And then exhale, squeeze your belly in. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly falls. Okay, so you can continue that on as long as you like. And then start to bring yourself back up. I know we've tried to figure out a way to get out of this easier, but that's the only way. That's the way it goes. Coming forward, and then I always encourage a downward dog to give it a little pedal out. Okay, right, left, right, left. Get the circulation going back into the knees, ankles, feet, and toes. Okay, so that's saddle pose. The little partner to that would be a fixed firm, Supta Vrasana, okay? So this one is a little bit more intense, well, actually a lot bit more intense on the knees because what you're doing is you're tourniqueting into the knees. So that is like cutting off all the circulation and then letting it flush back in. So if this is available for you, this is a really powerful asana. So working towards squeezing the thighs and knees together as much as you can, bringing your heels in nice and tight. So you're like a tight little package. Okay, very similar to the saddle, only you've got the knees tourniqueting. Okay, spider fingers out to the side, roll the shoulders back, melt yourself down to the elbows, maybe the shoulders. Okay, if you're all the way on the shoulders, same thing. The idea here is to squeeze your thighs and knees in as much as you can and keep the heels tucked into your hips as much as you can. Okay, arms can come above your head again. Push into the forearms, take hold of the elbows, lift the chest up. Once again, that full yogic breath. Inhale, belly rises. Hold it. Exhale, belly falls. Inhale, belly rises. And then squeeze it in. Okay, coming back out of this bad boy, same thing. Work yourself up. I know. You're coming back up. Coming forward now, and feel this flush and surge of new, fresh, oxygenated blood into your knees, ankles, feet, and toes as you pedal out. Right, left, right, left. Okay? And if you just watch this and you were like, my knees don't love that, or if you're in a class that those are the two poses that are offered, a great alternative is to just come onto your back and come into a bridge pose, knees over top of the heels, feet hip distance apart. Okay? Roll yourself up onto your shoulders so you're still getting the thigh and the hip flexor stretch, and you're still getting the back bend without the knee compromisation. Okay? All right. So that's saddle and fixed firm. Okay? Hopefully that you got a little bit out of that, and just be mindful. Always listen to your body and breathe, 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 breathe. Namaste.